Hello, YouTube. I'd like to read a particularly interesting passage from 2 Kings chapter 3. Now, the background of this passage is that the kings of Israel, Judah, and Edom are all going to war against Mesha, the king of Moab. I'm going to read verses 21 through 27 of 2 Kings chapter 3. When all the Moabites heard that the kings had come up to fight against them, all who were able to put on armor, from the youngest to the oldest, were called out and were drawn up at the frontier. When they rose early in the morning, and the sun shone upon the water, the Moabites saw the water opposite them as blood. So Yahweh is already pulling some trickery. They said, "This is blood. The kings must have fought together and killed one another. Now then, Moab, to the spoil." But when they came to the camp of Israel, the Israelites rose up and attacked the Moabites, who fled before them. As they entered Moab, they continued the attack. The cities they overturned, and on every good piece of land everyone threw a stone until it was covered. Every spring of water they stopped up, and every good tree they felled. Only at Kir-Hareseth did the stone walls remain, until the slingers surrounded and attacked it. When the king of Moab saw that the battle was going against him, he took with him 700 swordsmen to break through, opposite the king of Edom, but they could not. Then he took his firstborn son, who was to succeed him, and offered him as a burnt offering on the wall. And great wrath came upon Israel, so they withdrew from him and returned to their own land. So in verse 27, after military operations had failed, seemingly as a last resort, the king of Moab offers his son as a burnt offering. Now, the Hebrew word used here for burnt offering is olah, and it is the exact same word used in Judges chapter 11 when Jephthah vows to Yahweh to offer whatever comes out of his house as an olah after being given military victory. So it seems in this case that the olah, the human sacrifice, was efficacious, and that Chemosh, the patron god of the Moabites, acted on their behalf, drove out the Israelites, and had victory over Yahweh, their patron. Now, pages 537 of the New Oxford Annotated Bible and 732 of the Jewish Study Bible agree with this interpretation of the passage. Another interesting historical artifact, somewhat related to this passage, is referred to as the Mesha Stele. This is a block of basalt upon which is written the tale of a military conquest of King Mesha of Moab over King Omri of Israel and his son. And, of course, the military victory is credited to Chemosh, the god of Moab. So it seems that, in this particular passage, the Bible is saying that God lost.